What's up, guys? It's Broke Joke bringing you another base build showcase video. Uh, I wiped my old base, the last one that I did a video on, and no, that's not my base up there. I wiped my old base and I did some new stuff over there, but I also built in another area, and I'm going to show you my personal base first, and then I'm going to show you my admin base with a store and stuff like that. So first off, we're not too far from Blue Obelisk as far as where this spot is. You see those islands out there? You guys recognize this? Um, this location on the Ragnarok map. See those islands out there? So there's Blue Ob. There's those islands. So directly up the beach and over here by this little lake, or well, on this little lake. There's a tree. So I'll take you around and show you a little bit about it and explain some of what I've done here. The normally I'm really OCD about the platforms and how they come out and how even everything is and snap to the proper snap points and everything. I like crisp, clean work. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so this stuff under the water really annoys me. How it's noticeable and uneven, but it's part of the technique. And I wasn't sure when I laid all this down. I wasn't sure exactly how far out I was going to make the base or anything. I just wanted to make sure that I had the foundations laid out so that I could float a base above it without having to do 101 pillars noticeably through anything. So like if I come under here, you can see that there's no pillars. There's no pillars under here. All this is suspended because of those foundations under the water. Now, on the very back wall, yes, there are pillars to go up and support that, which was difficult because there's no foundations past this lip of the canyon wall or the cliff wall. So I had to extend the pillars up the side because it sinks in at a fairly um, good grade there. It was hard to do right there. But there's a pillar underneath one of these, and you can't even see it. See, I've hidden it so well you can't even see it. But there's one pillar directly underneath here, which is what supports all of these ceiling pieces. These are all floating. This is floating. This whole platform right here, it's floating above the water. There's no pillars. Even these corner wall pieces that I have the lights on that you can see from here, they don't connect to the floor. They're just wall pieces so that I can put lights on them and have a little more light around the area. But it's all possible because I started back here at the cliffside. And this structure right here that I'm standing on is just a basic octagon style pattern. So it's 3 by 3 by 3 on all sides. And sorry, I'm watching in-game chat at the moment too. But I came out in the middle on this side to make this platform out to there, and then I built another octagon or whatever. Yeah, I think it's an octagon. Whatever. On here, so that this made a building, which was intended as just a place to store some dinos, possibly mate some dinos if I needed to. But we were having a lot of problems with Argentavises and Ichthyornis or whatever it's called, coming and attacking shit and busting out my greenhouse walls and everything. And so, yeah, I was starting to keep stuff inside. I've painted more on this one than I have on some of my previous bases. I'm starting to get into a little bit of the painting on things a little more. I do have to say I'm kind of liking it. I like to paint the color scheme. I shouldn't have had the elevator go up. Although I probably can't ride it anyway because I'm too damn heavy. I'm always too heavy because I'm carrying around too much building shit. Like all this building stuff. And some extra crap. But, yep, too heavy. But anyway, that goes all the way up to the top there. And you see it's pretty flush with the bottom down here, so that worked out good. And if I go to the back here, I should be able to have it go back up without me on it. And I'll go ahead and tech boost up here, and you can see that it lines up. I mean, I nailed it with this. This is awesome. I'm loving it. A little bit of a gap there, but nothing you can fall through or anything. And it's a nice, easy walk up. And we got my greeting area right here, kind of, so to speak. Ramp up. And then over through the tech bubble is my little house. And what I wanted to do this time was actually build like a small little house. Like a realistic-ish small little house. Because I don't typically do this kind of stuff. So, as we come in, this is the living room. It's got my fireplace, bookcase, storage box, table, my generator, refrigerator, forge, smithy, couple windows I can see outside, a mirror up there. This is my kitchen, and then this is my bathroom. I got a toilet, and I put a feed trough in here because it kind of looks like a tub, even though with the food in it it looks like a pretty gross mud bath, but the shape of it looked like a tub, so I put it in here to help give the illusion of a bathroom. And then over here we have my bedroom. Got a little bookcase, table, double bed, and a map, so when I'm laying down in bed I can look up at the map and think about all my adventures of the day here on Ragnarok. So this is my little humble place. Actually, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Damn it, now it's gonna take 5 minutes. I got my Fiomia shit machine back here. So I can get fertilizer for my crops, which I'm not growing anything right now, but that's also because I had to rebuild this thing a few times because it kept getting decimated by RGs, and like that RG over there, or that RG over there, coming down trying to eat my Griffin and Fiomia, and it kept crashing my glass. So anyway, I'll give you a little bit of an aerial view. So just a cute little home kind of place, like a little cabin. There's my water tanks. Goes into the river right there. So there's that. There's my elevator platform. Give you a good look at that. A good aerial view of this. So you can see the design and everything. I think it's pretty damn cool. Came out really good. So there's the base from above. So that's that base. Now, that's my personal base. That's my personal base. My home. My house. But over here, we have the admin base, which I have also built. And we've got the walkway right here going across to the island. And as soon as we get up here, we have do not park your dinos within the Red Foundation area. This is the Red Foundation area. Why? Well, because people that buy dinos, they buy tames. Inside this box is where we summon them, so we don't want nothing in the way. So that's why that is there. Then we have some display stuff, some dinos on display. Show you what you can buy or whatever. Then we've got the ArcMart Community Station. We are not responsible for things left unattended. And over here we have all the modern conveniences that you could possibly want to or need to use. All your things for crafting. And we have been trying to keep up on gasoline put in them, but some people decide it's okay to go and steal it. So, or burn through it needlessly. Yeah, that one's fine, whatever. But yeah, everything hooked up here. You guys have free reign of this. Can use it whenever you want. No problem, it's all unlocked. No hours or anything, no gate on it. And then over here, we have our store. Welcome to ArcMart. This is Brad's store. Brad runs the store. And we have this system. Put your payment into the vault, take your purchase from the vault. The store is a convenience, not a necessity. So please respect the store and its owner. Thank you. And then in here we have our price lists. So people can see how much things are and they can plan ahead. See what they want to buy. And have a couple extra signs underneath to give a little more info. We have the difficulty jacked up, so like there's a lot of things that are higher than 450, although 450 is pretty high. So we're trying to go kind of midway on the tames for the customers. There's a couple more signs. And there's Brad's little cashier stand that he stands in. And then we got this sign over here because I do paint jobs on dinos. Yay. And I'll show you a couple in a minute, like him. I did his paint job because Brad wanted his place to look like Walmart, so we did it blue and yellow, like Walmart. Hence, ArcMart. Okay? So blue and yellow like Walmart. And this is his Walmart greeter, or ArcMart greeter. Alright, so now we have no players beyond the sign, private admin property. So beyond this sign, no players. And we've even gone as far as putting a bear trap right there and right there, just in case somebody decides to come by and totally disregard the sign. Which happens quite a bit. But, okay, so up here, there's the back of the store. And the store is messing with my OCD a little bit because it's not completely lined up perfectly with these foundations here. But that's because I built the store first and everything else afterwards. So it didn't line up right, and I'm sorry for that. Oh well, get over it. I'm not perfect. But anyway, we got our tech cloning chamber, replicator. We've got a transmitter right there. Obviously a bubble. This is Brad's base that I built for him. Again with the elevator platform, although his is up at the moment because he just came up the elevator. Looks like. Oh no, he logged out. Why? Why'd he do that? Let me drag your ass inside. Okay, that's better. Alright, so anyway, so his elevator, you saw how nice it came up to the top. The bottom didn't work out as well. It had a funky gap between where the elevator sits, what I'm standing on right now, and the actual foundation here. There was a gap. So, I raised up a platform around it, put some ramps on the inside, and there we go. It works. Actually. It does work, I swear. It works. There we go. As long as my fat ass ain't standing on it. So then we got over here, we got the teleporter, which we don't have another teleporter anywhere yet, so we don't teleport to anything. But, give you a flyby of the base up here, what it looks like and all that stuff, because I think it's kind of cool. A little different. I put the platform there on that door, that dino door there, so that it was kind of like a landing platform. Like if you're on a bird or if you're on a griffin or something, you can land right there and then walk your dino through the gate. There's a pteranodon inside, you can see. And so I did the same thing over here. Just give a quick flyby. I'm obviously being summoned in the chat by the players on the server. I'm going to have to get to my admin duties here soon, but I want to get this video out of the way first. So now that I've showed you a little bit of a flyby, I'll go inside for a second. And Brad added more storage to this that I hadn't put in here, but I think he did pretty good for working within the space that I gave him. I put the forges and the industrial forge and the grill and the smithy and the chem bench and all that stuff in here, just not the vaults. He put the vaults in, and he had limited room to work with, so it works for him. But then there's this door here, which goes into like your entryway, living room type area thing or something, I guess. Which I did put some vaults here, but I guess that wasn't enough. He's got a lot of stuff. And then gave him some refrigerators up here. And this is that upper deck that I was talking about with the landing platform outside. So there's that. And when I come over here, let's show you this bridge that comes all the way across to the other island. And up on the top of this other island, I've built Brad a greenhouse. And he's actually started planting some stuff. Damn, that's a big plant. Wow. So here's his stuff, his greenhouse thing. Not a real creative design, but doesn't look too bad. And then again, I'm demonstrating the floating ceiling deal right here. Technically, I think I'm pretty sure I could get rid of this pillar right here and everything would be fine, but I don't want to take the chance. If I remove that pillar and those pillars aren't enough to register, then this whole thing comes tumbling down. But still, that's way more than 2 or 3 ceilings, and it's all because of these foundations underneath it. And I've recently found out that you can do the same technique, but like say you have a cave that's in a mountain, you can put foundations on the top of the mountain, which is above the cave, but then float ceilings underneath it inside the cave. Anywhere you have foundations above it, you can float ceilings underneath it. So it works above and below the ceilings. And then over here we have a couple examples of my wyvern paint jobs, some of my favorites. The poison is by far the most colorable of the wyverns, which is why I have two of them. And yeah, kind of similar-ish paint style, but still different colors. These guys, really vibrant. And this colorful platform here, that's next to the store, is Broke Joke's Paint Shop. So if you have a dino that you want painted, yeah, bring it on over here. Right here. Right here on the colorful disco dance floor. Right here. See that? Can't miss all them colors. Okay, now, now I get to show you my RV. This is my RV. Broke's RV. I'm going to show you from the bottom first because this is just... Actually, let me change this to daytime. There we go. That way you can see what's going on here. So what I did is I built down from the platform saddle. I built out a little bit. This is only a 4x3. 3 across and 4 front to back. 4x3. So it's fairly compact and multi-purpose and got everything you could possibly realistically need while traveling around. It's your home on wheels, so to speak. Home on 4 legs. But on this side, you jump up here and you've got your fabricator all set right here, ready to load stuff into and have it constructing stuff. On the other side, we have a couple forges and a smithy. Again, right here, ready to go. Jump on up there and do your stuff. You don't need tech gear. You don't need nothing. You just jump on up in there. There you go. Okay? So you got the lower portions, which are like crafting areas. And I'll show you that this doesn't impede his movement at all. He's totally fine. You come up here, go through my little tech hatch right there. And inside we have a chem bench, refrigerator, and of course a generator to power this stuff, and a bed. And in the front we have a door right here that opens up. We have a little porch right here. A little porch to hang out on. Isn't that cute? Got a little porch. Isn't that sweet? You can go fishing. Put a little chair right there. You can go fishing right off your little RV. Alright, anyway. So I left this middle portion clear because if you put a foundation right there, then you can't access the mount. And if you see right here, I push triangle. Okay, now I'm driving them. Push triangle. Now I'm not. If I put a foundation there and I push triangle, it'd want me to destroy the block. It wouldn't be giving me the option to mount or drive the mount. So, and now that I'm moving them around, you can see that there's no problem with his movement at all. I've built on Quetzals a lot, and a lot of the structures that you can put on a Quetz, you have to be real careful about because it'll impede the Quetz movement a lot and make your Quetz damn near useless. So I was really nervous about doing the stuff on the sides, especially for this guy. But luckily, it all worked out pretty good. So I'll give you a flyby of this one real quick, and then it'll be about time to wrap up this video. And I'm sure that I'll probably get bored of this stuff, wipe it, and build all new stuff again too soon too. So I'll bring you guys more crazy weird builds, hopefully. Here's kind of an overlook of this area. Do a pass by this one again. Do a pass by the greenhouse again. And then I'll do one more flyby of my personal base, which is right up over here. And there's a big walkway that leads up to the store. It's got tech lights on it too, so it lights up at night. Face plant into a freaking wall. And again, real quick, just real quick, one more time. I want to show this again for the viewers, so you guys can see the kind of stuff you can do when you think a little outside the box. Look, there's no pillars under here. There's no pillars. You don't have to put pillars on every other block. You don't have to. All you need is foundations and then one pillar, and you can build off of that one pillar as long as you have foundations underneath it. You can put ceiling tiles wherever you have foundations underneath it. And again, you can flip that around so that you can, if you're building in a cave or something, you can put foundations above or below the ceilings, or put the ceilings above or below the foundations, and make stuff float. So you can do some pretty cool looking stuff. These platforms are actually floating too, but I've put the walls down into the water so that it actually looks more like an actual structure. But those were floating too, just like the walkways are. Lag there. And here's my little cabin once again. Little greenhouse next to it. And I think that concludes this video. Thanks guys for stopping by and checking it out. Hope you guys liked it. Stay tuned for another video here in a couple days, or a week or so maybe, hopefully sooner. I don't know. I'm trying to get more videos out quicker for you guys, but it takes time. I'm distracted. I have admin duties to take care of and everything too, so but stay tuned. I'll try to get some more out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all later.